been a few days since I uploaded. I'm back.
Hey, I'm so happy to see you here once more. I'm glad you could join me. So, today I want to talk about your paradigm. Now, what is a paradigm? You see, paradigm is a set of mental models. These are ideas, beliefs that you hold about yourself, about the world and others. It is a standard, it's a perspective, and a set of ideas. It controls the way that you experience reality. Now, how do I know this? Well, I know this because we already have the knowledge and the power to accomplish almost anything that we want. However, we have not developed a clear understanding of how paradigms are developed and how they control our habitual behavior. Right? You are a habitual creature. But before we get into that, I want to let you know how your mind works. You see, the mind is an activity, not a thing. If you imagine this, that you have the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious is the educated mind, and the subconscious is the universal emotional mind. And what happens is that your conscious impresses the subconscious, and once you get emotionally charged, that energy then moves into the body and creates action, and that action creates results. Now, in your life currently, you are seeing a specific result, right? Whether that be in your relationships, whether that be in your career. So you see, results are everything. Because results tell the truth. You can't really lie to yourself and say that it's different. But you can impress the subconscious mind and produce the results that you want. Now, the first step might be removing the initial thoughts that you hold right now, and that is literally by playing the why game. So if you hold a certain belief, you have to ask yourself why, and then you have to ask yourself why again, and then you have to ask yourself why again, until you come to the root issue. Let's say you want to make a lot of money, but you hold this belief that rich people are evil. Well, if you want to get rich, that means you would have to be evil. So what's going to happen is that your body won't take the actions to become rich because you will be afraid, because you will think, oh, if I try to become rich, I'll become evil. Now, it is actually quite a stupid thought, but it has been instilled in you from society, maybe from your parents, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. So what do you have to do? Well, first you have to understand this very key principle of the conscious and the subconscious. You see, your conscious mind is the thinking mind, and it has the ability to choose or reject something, while your subconscious, on the other hand, doesn't have that ability. You see, there's something very interesting about your subconscious. It has no ability to tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So whatever comes into the subconscious, it must accept it. And at some point in your life, you consciously accepted an idea. You consciously allowed that to go into your subconscious. You also have the ability to change that. Okay, let's say you have a desire. Well, you might think that to achieve this desire, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. But the thing is, in reality, you won't do those things because there is a paradigm that is keeping you from achieving that. So the thing is, you won't move towards that desire because there's this thing called a terror barrier, right? You will start taking actions and move forward to that desire, and eventually you will hit this. And you will feel anxiety or fear. But on the other side is your dream or your desire. And as you approach this, you will bounce right off. Because you have a certain set of beliefs, a certain set of ideas, you have a paradigm that you need to switch. Switching that paradigm will allow you to reach this terror barrier. But as soon as you reach it, you will know that this is the right direction that you need to go into, and you will burst right through it, and you will achieve your desire. But the thing is, you won't be able to do that unless you change the paradigm. So as you remember, I said you already have the knowledge, you already know what you need to do, but you're avoiding it. So therefore, we frequently do not do what we already know how to do. See, superior knowledge and inferior results causes confusion and frustration. And you have to remember that almost all of our behavior is habitual. And you see, you have mental faculties that separate you from the rest of the animal kingdom. You can use these mental faculties to create the world that you want. What are these mental faculties? You see, your mental faculties are these: perception, imagination, will, memory, intuition, and reason. Alright? Find books, study on these, because these control your life. Develop these higher faculties because they control your whole life. You gotta understand that you choose your thoughts. The beliefs that you have right now, you've accepted them at some point in your life. So you have to ask yourself, are they benefiting you? Do you need them? If the answer is no, get rid of them right now, because you can live a great life. And these things are holding you back from living that life. All of these things that you experience right now, this perception, this reality that you have, it's not really you. It's something that you have created. It's an ego. It's a thought form. It's not you. You know who you are? You're this. Okay? You're the awareness. Not the thought. Not the belief. You're this power of attention. And you can direct that energy into anything that you want. You want to become more wealthy? You do not become wealthy by doing certain steps. You become wealthy by becoming that person who does those steps. Because you're not going to do those steps. You, who you are right now, are not going to do those steps. You need to change your paradigm. Because in doing so, you will become the person who does those things. Change the character that you are right now. Because that different character has different set of beliefs. That different character has different set of actions that they take in the day. We all get the same 24 hours. How are you using your 24 hours? That's really important. You got to think about that. See, when you make decisions, they have to be committed decisions. You cannot make a decision and not follow through on it. You see, discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. So are you going to change who you are? If the answer is no, then you're going to be who you are right now. If the answer is yes, and you want something better for you, you want to live a better life, you want to achieve a dream that you have, that you know that you have a potential, then commit yourself to improving every single day. Develop the mental faculties that I named before. Change those beliefs. Change the stories that you tell yourself every single day. They're not real. These are stories that you tell yourself. You see, you never change things by fighting existing reality. To change something, you need to build a completely new model that makes the old model obsolete. And you can only create this model from the state of the desire. You cannot create this model from the person who you are right now. So imagine yourself. If you want to become rich, imagine yourself as you already are. Because if you're already rich, there are certain actions that you're taking. There are certain states that you are in, right? There are certain ways that you present yourself. If you're a rich person, you're not shy and you're confident. If you're rich, you're not arguing about money. You're not wasting your time on things that don't matter. You're always looking for opportunity costs, right? So if you want to achieve your desire, it has to start from here. It has to start from the state. You can't say, well, I'm gonna start my business when this happens. Well, I'm gonna start investing when I get a little bit more money. No, you gotta already pretend that you're rich, all right? You already have to be in that state, because from that state, this is where you will start acting. And you will achieve the thing that you want.